I was born and raised in the UK. My parents moved here back in, I suppose, the 60s and 70s. I grew up in a home that was essentially really focused on the return. So I'm a very proud Palestinian, but also a very broken one too. I look back and I think about how my parents raised me, not to be proud about Palestinian, but they always said, just be careful what you say outside. I think we've lived with that dehumanization for most of our lives. So we were really raised in a situation like we were raised on justice, not just for us, but for all of us. I do have family across the West Bank. They've moved around. And so they're afraid every day whether the Zionists will knock on their door and take their young men away and put them in prisons and torture them. That's the thing. They're living fear. They're living day in, day out. The Zionists wanted to say the old will die and the young will forget. And it's like a pushback, a bit of resistance to say, no, they won't. I think the most fear they have is the violent settlers rather than the army itself as well now, because they're coming closer in through the villages, through the cities. So there's like, you never know what's going to happen. We've seen legacy media, the political establishment have come crushing down on those pieces where we talk about BDS, where we talk about state repression, where we talk about actions against the arms factories, for example. But I think, increasingly with the younger generation, they are given more platforms, and that's alternative media like yourself. So that helps to bring different perspectives. I'm a trustee for MAP, and we campaign for access to health for all Palestinians. And under the genocide, most hospitals were destroyed or damaged. And of course, we've had doctors and medics who have been imprisoned and tortured, including Dr. Hussam Abu Safia, who's been in prison for, I think, 16 months now. And we also have many volunteer medics that travel to Gaza, but more to the point that we want to make sure aid enters Gaza immediately. Restrictions must be removed, and the international law must be applied so that everyone has access to health, which is a human right.